Everyone, I hope you're all well. Welcome to my channel. This is where I talk about twin flame process. So this is going to be the monthlies for earth signs, and it's May 2022. If anybody wants to get a reading, all my details are in the box below. And also just to say that this is this month is about moving from earth to water, so it's really earthbound, as in a physical experience, and it's also going to lead to an emotional revelation, they're saying. So because we're moving from Taurus new moon, to a Scorpio full moon, but it's all in earth, so it's very physical. They're saying a lot of comings and goings. This is for everyone, right? All signs, basically. A lot of comings and goings, people moving back and forth, a lot of discussion, interaction in the physical world, and there's something that needs to be emotionally stated, they're saying. Let's just get into the signs, because they're starting to talk about Taurus, right? So for Taurus, something that needs to be emotionally stated. What I'm getting as well is it's for the this is corresponding to masculine Taurians, and that could be Taurian, that is moon sign. A moon is emotions, so yeah, quite possibly. So you'd be looking at if your twin has a Taurian moon, mainly, possibly also Taurus, or a Taurus sun sign that this would correspond to. Also, if they've got a Scorpio moon, let's see what they're going to say. Right, Taurus. So they're showing me in my head the Six of Pentacles, which is about someone making a contact in the physical world. Let's just get this card out. Seven of Pentacles, this is the fruition in the physical world. So it's something coming into fruition, something manifesting, basically, into the physical world. Excuse me. Nine of Wands, so we've got Wounded Warrior. So that's the wounded masculine. So something's coming to fruition regarding the wounded masculine. Two people, Two of Pentacles. So again, that could be contact being made. Two people in discussion. Somebody coming in, they're saying. So it's like the two is like one person's out of reach, right? They haven't landed yet, basically. So this is talking about them coming into land in that way of like making contact or communicating in the physical. Bombshell, they just said. So some kind of news. Can this be for a Taurian, if you're Taurian feminine? Yes, yes it can, they're saying. So also Taurian feminines. You don't have to do anything, they're saying, if you're the feminine, because the masculine's going to do everything. Success in vibration. So I'm getting this like archetype. There's some people out there, some feminines who work from this kind of energy, which is a really stand back energy, as in they're completely separate from their ego in response to what they're going through. So they just look on the process that they're going through. They just look at what's going on. They don't try to get involved. They don't try to like kick things off and start things off. That's all ego, right? So they just stand back, and it's like they're watching what's going on from a distance. So it's kind of like, that's what I'm getting. If you are Taurian, that is your stance, they're saying, this month. If you're Taurian feminine, is to just remain stand back, remain detached, let what's coming in come in without trying to affect it or change things or coordinate things in the physical. They're saying you don't have anything to do. It's got nothing to do with you in such as it is a process. It's an energetic process. It's all revolving around your vibration. Your vibration needs to be standalone vibration, despite the fact you're in an energetic link. So that means that you just focus on your feeling good, success in vibration. The whole process is a wait and see process, you know. So what they're learning in the process is learning to just stand back and wait and see, and to not have any kind of preconception or preconceived ideas or any even premonition, or even like tracking it through that like premonition value of I know this is going to happen. It's just like, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's going to happen. That's just holding on to the present moment, they're saying. So let's get one more out on that for Taurus. Happiness and joy, 3 of Cups. So it's just to remain detached and in happiness and joy, you know, and that is as much as you can do, because it's not always that you can do anyway, because you're attached to someone energetically. So vibrationally, you go up and down in accordance with this vibrational link. That's what's going on with that. We're going from Taurian new moon, which is about new beginnings, rebirth, physical world, to Scorpio, which is the energy of emotions, what's unseen, what's hidden, things that are deep and can be quite dark, quite tumultuous. So you don't want to get into that energy before that energy arrives for you. So don't get into all that, churning it around and he said, she said kind of egoic operation around the matter. They're saying just remain light, remain free, and remain detached, and try to find your place, your fun place in your life, whatever that is. All right, so that's Taurus. Next earth sign is Virgo. See what they have to say for Virgo. All right, so I think it was last month they showed like this visual of saber-toothed tiger, right? It's like a mammoth. They've got a big mammoth and like loads of people standing underneath it. It's like time, something to do with, they're saying like throwback energy. So when we were like wild animals ourselves, something like that. Tower, shift point, shifting. Oh look, 10 of Wands, which is ending energetically. 10 of Wands is really representative of everything we carry, like historically. They're saying the burden of time. So that's like on the back of us, of each of us in our life, is everything that we've ever been through in previous lives, basically, that we carry that no matter what. So not all fears are known. Not all fears can be known. Some fears are coming from below, from like where we don't even remember. So, and we just carry them in there energetically because we've felt them once before, millions of years ago. So, like running from mammoths, basically. Being in the shadow of the mammoth. So that's kind of like shifting something vibrationally, that is to do with what you carry energetically, Virgo. Doubt and fear, they're saying, basically. Ace of Swords, communication, brand new communication, really big communication, they're saying. It's like just one simple communication, they're saying, something really dramatic, really outspoken, something really incontrovertible truth, something that is rise to the bait, they're saying. It's like Virgo mentality, rise to the bait. So Virgos are so quick to rise to the bait, trigger wise. So very mental signs, the communicative signs. They're very, they like to compartmentalise. They like to have everything organised. That's as much verbally as and historically they're saying. So where they've got this reference point as well of like where you're carrying everything from the past, this has got something to do with you and the twin flame. It's like, be aware that you're still carrying everything from the past, even though you don't maybe see it anymore, because it might have been a long time ago. It's all still relevant. It's all still inside of you. You can get triggered. You can get triggered into jumping at shadows, basically, is what they're saying. So it's like a bit like you jump at a woolly mammoth, right? Coming out of the shadows. It's like just be aware of your own ability to be triggered, and keep that in your awareness, and then you're less likely to be triggered, because something is coming out of the blue, they're saying. Shifting, ending, communication, one more on that. Six of Swords, let go. All right, so you've learned to be in let go throughout this process. So remain in let go. So there's all different kinds of triggering that's possible on this journey. So just be aware as well. It might be something that you see in the media that triggers you. It might be something that you read on Facebook, social media, that kind of thing. It might be an actual person. It might be someone who contacts you that tries to tell you something that you know differently. Just, be aware. Whatever it's coming through fear. So fear can come in through myriad ways, Basically everything in the third dimension is fear. So just to be aware of that, everything is fear unless it's love. So if something's coming in to challenge your feeling good, that would take you away from your feeling good, just be aware that's fear, and don't get corded by it. Don't pay it any attention. Just let go from it. So it could be anything, right? Communication from twin. Maybe it comes in, it's not the way that you want it to come in, something like that. It's not, triggers you, it doesn't sound like the way you want it to sound, or it doesn't have it doesn't give you the impact you wanted. Right? Like the payoff for the process, maybe, something like that. It could be something half-hearted, they're saying, that might trigger you. Just be aware of that. So it could be a twin coming in with something, a half-hearted kind of like, some kind of shifty, like sideways communication without taking responsibility, basically, which is what sideways is, Let me see if I can get back in the good books without actually owning that I want to get back in the good books. So just be aware that could be coming in. And remember, it's fear if it does. So just see it as such and not as something that's real or tangible that you need to get a hold of and start to wrestle to the ground like a mammoth. Okay, there's no fight going on. You don't need to win anything, they're saying. It's just process. It's all just process, both ways, coming through fear. Masculine and feminine coming through fear. Okay, next we're going to go for Capricorn. Two of Cups, twin flames. Queen of Wands, vibration. They've got something buried, right? They're talking about something that's buried. Buried treasure. Like blasting through, like kind of fracking. Twin flame fracking they're talking about. So something hidden underneath, basically. Feminine energy holding power over this, whatever this is. They're also saying untruth, something buried. Now, this could also be coming through masculine and feminine energy, so it could be the masculine coming forward again with something buried, something unsaid that you feels like a direct challenge to you in owning your power over what is said and bringing the truth out. So it does feel like maybe Capricorns are going to need to land a bombshell. As in, maybe it's something like you end up saying, look, I know you're not telling me the truth. I know you're lying. You need to tell, Don't mess me around with that, with this nonsense, something like that. Because I know that's not true. It could be something like that. Like, you're going to have to step into your power, they're saying, feminine. Healing. So it's good, all is healing, right? So there is, don't hold back, they're saying, because you do need to hold your power. The whole process of the twin flame process is about coming into alignment inside yourself with your masculine and feminine energies. So it's about owning your masculine side as well as owning your feminine side. There's this this belief out there in twin flame land that the feminine is all just love, right? That the feminine is just a peacekeeper, almost. That is you see the vibration where you're not owning yourself thoroughly in your vibration of masculine and feminine. The vibration isn't complete. It means that you're holding yourself back from what you can have. So if you want something that's healed and whole, you have to be the whole. You have to be masculine and feminine, right? The let go, they're talking back there about let go, and it can be confusing because it's like, well, you think let go is inactivity. Is if you've got a direct communication coming to you through the physical that you know is an untruth, that's coming from somebody that you're connected to vibrationally, what are you going to do with that untruth? Are you going to just stand back and let that untruth continue? Or are you going to wipe it out with your power? You see, and that's when you own the power like that, it's about that untruth will never come up again to be perpetrated. Because sometimes when you own the masculine, it's achieving the result of who is operating from the masculine, operating from the feminine, and them owning their truth. Everything in this process is about a back and forth between masculine and feminine energy inside you and inside them, and until it comes into a balance in both. So there's periods of let go, there's periods of activity, there's periods of owning power. It's never just one size all the time. It's responding to the situation as the situation requires it, So maybe this for you is when it's required for you to stand your ground and say no. Boundaries. One more card. Oh yeah, look, 7 of Wands, boundaries. So it's about you owning your boundaries in a physical sense. Also, just to say, because I know it might sound confusing because we've got where's a let go here. We've got what is hanging on to joy and staying at a distance here, right? So it's like 3 different things, but there's a time and a place for everything on this journey. Boundaries are a necessity in being alive. So it seems like this is your turn to own boundaries. Yeah, so that's it. I'm going to leave it at that for Capricorn. We'll come back for the next signs, next video. Lots of love. Take care. See you later. Bye.